What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of the Moto Morini ADV-R build. What is an ADV-R? I classify it as like an adventure rally style bike. And what we're doing is we're taking this Moto Morini X-Cape 650 adventure bike and turning it into an awesome bike that's got a rally style to it. If you're curious about the bike, I did do a ride review on it. Check the link in the description. There's tons of reviews out there. This is an awesome machine at an amazing price. So before we dig into the build series, let me tell you what's going on in each episode. In episode 1, sponsored by DBK Direct, they make a bunch of cool billet products for this bike, better foot pegs, levers, all kinds of cool billet trinkets. Of course, they're anodized red, which I love the red. It's gonna look great on this bike. Episode number 2, sponsored by SW Motec. They got an awesome skid plate for this bike. They got a great set of lights. We got some hand guards. We're also gonna do some Moto Morini accessories like a one-piece seat, the adventure windscreen. Episode number 3, sponsored by X-Sound Exhaust. They got a full exhaust system for this thing. It's a high system, it's carbon fiber, it's lighter, it's better sounding, and it's gonna make the bike run better. Episode number 4, sponsored by Rapid Bike. They make a tuner for this thing that's gonna adjust the fuel air mixture to go along with that full exhaust to optimize the performance. Episode number 5, sponsored by Superlight Sprockets. We're gonna go up 2 teeth in the back, give the bike more pulling power, more torque. Gonna go with a better chain that's gonna last longer, look better. So between the full exhaust system, the tuner, and the sprockets, this thing's gonna haul butt. Episode number 6, sponsored by Novesight. They make a really cool set of auxiliary lights, so we're gonna add those to the SW Motec lights. And all these episodes are also sponsored by Insta360. They're doing the camera duty. We've got the new Ace Pro on the helmet. We got their X4 360 on the bike to give you a bunch of cool angles. So that pretty much rounds it out. There might be some other things we do along the way, but let's get going. Let's dig in episode number 1 and show you what DBK Direct has to offer for this bike. Look at how much stuff DBK makes for the Moto Morini X-Cape. And you know me, I'm a sucker for red billet parts. So this is right up my alley, and this is gonna look great on the black X-Cape. Briefly, I'll show you what we got here. Then I'm gonna mount it on the bike, and then we'll come back and check it out again. But we have various screws for different parts of the bodywork on the bike throughout the bike. Here we have a rear fluid tank, the timing inspection cover, oil filter plug, handlebar clamp, handlebar risers, rear brake pedal replacement, frame plugs, chain adjuster blocks, passenger pegs, passenger peg mounts, front axle sliders. You got your rider foot pegs here. Got some very nice hand levers here that are adjustable here, here, here. Look at the packaging this thing comes with. Deluxe. Here is a kickstand pad at the bottom, makes bigger area so it doesn't sink into the dirt. This is a rear fluid tank protector, front fluid cap, rear brake system cover, horn cover, radiator cover. Not sure what these cover, but we will find out. And then look at this gas cap. That is one sweet piece right there. I love it. So we're gonna get all this stuff mounted on the bike. We're gonna make sure we use blue Loctite for everything. So let's get to it. All right guys, you may have noticed when I installed this block I had these logos upside down. The way I corrected it was I inserted the axle from the sprocket side, as you can see here, which allowed me to get the logos right side up, and the flat side against this bolt. You want this side against the bolt rather than this recess side, because if this bolt is inside this recess over here, then you have trouble getting the wrench on that bolt. So this is the correct way to do it. All right, now that we got everything mounted on the bike, let's take a closer look. So here we got your front axle sliders. These turned out really good, super easy to put on. They stick out just far enough. I really like this little red anodized accent right here with their logo. So those turned out really good. The brake caliper guards, these things look really nice. I think it's a really nice accent piece to make the bike pop a little bit more. I don't think they're offering a ton of protection, but I don't really care. These don't normally get damaged, but I think as far as aesthetically, those look fantastic. The red bolts holding on the front fender, those look super sweet. What more can you say? They are aluminum, so they can break easier than steel, but I mean, you know, the chance of them breaking is pretty slim. If they do break, spend a little bit of money and get some more. We got the radiator guard up here. Looks great. Looks like it'll do a fantastic job. A lot of air can still pass through it. Got the horn cover down here, which once again protects the horn and looks fantastic. Got more aluminum screws here on the front fairing. Got a nice billet timing cover here. Looks fantastic, fit perfectly. Frame plugs look great. Way better than the black plastic that was there. Come down here, you got your oil filler plug. Make sure you use the stock rubber O-ring on this, but once again, it fit perfectly, looks great. I do love this rear brake pedal. It's so much beefier than the stock one, and it's adjustable back and forth a little bit, not a lot, but this will take a better hit and it feels better underneath your foot. Same thing for the foot pegs. These things are great. You have much more of a platform to stand on. They feel so much better. They're beefier, they can take a hit if you crash. These things bolt on and off in case you ever damage one. Somehow you just unscrew it, stick on a new one. Great looking foot pegs. Come up here to the reservoir cover and reservoir guard. Looks great, fit perfectly, no problems there, no leakage of the fluid coming out of there. And you got your passenger foot pegs here. This is a two-piece deal. You got your mounting bracket, then you got the peg itself, but those fit perfectly. Here at the rear brake caliper, once again, you got another guard like this, and it looks great. Minimal protection, but you know, it's still there. Then you come over here to the kickstand puck, I guess you'd call it. This thing works awesome. You park it in the dirt, it's gonna have much more stability, keep the bike from falling over. Looks great. And then we come up here. I love this gas cap. This thing is so nice looking. This is it here. Then you have your outer ring here. And the way to get this off and on is this middle piece right here. Turns and goes up and down. So it comes with this little device right here. You just put that on, push it down, turn it, pop it off. Put it back on, push it down, turn to the right, put it back on. Now I've noticed even with gloves on, I've been able to do this without using the wrench. Actually, I just did it right there with my naked fingers, which, you know, I like that I don't always have to pull this off. It's mounted to my keychain. And I don't know about you guys, I don't worry about people getting into my gas cap unless you got a disgruntled girlfriend that wants to put sugar in your gas tank. I wouldn't worry about it. Now you can leave this wrench on your gas cap. It's got a little set screw right in here, and just leave it on there and use it that way. So you have options there. I'm just gonna leave it on my keychain. The handlebar clamp, once again, another beauty piece, a little bit lighter than stock. I really like the machining on it. It's got like little textured grooves. And then we've got two little screws down there, which I didn't show you putting on because I forgot I had them. And then the bar risers you see right there, it's a 1-inch rise. And dude, it makes this bike feel totally different with the taller bars on it. The ride feels so much better. I really like that. Then over here, front brake reservoir cover, no leakage, fits perfectly. Little things like that, you get a leak, you're kind of screwed, right? I do really like these levers. This piece right here is adjustable in and out if you want a shorty or a long lever. It's not a huge difference, but it is an option. And then when you come up here, you see you've got this pivot here. So if you fall down, look at that, it goes up instead of snapping off. So that's a really nice feature. When you get these, you may have to loosen this screw just a little bit. I took it out, put some Loctite on it, put it back in and snugged it just enough to where this, you know, does that. You don't want it too tight, you don't want it too loose, right in the middle. All right guys, that's episode 1 of the ADV-R bike build on the Moto Morini X-Cape. Make sure you come back for episode 2. We're gonna mount up some sweet SW Motec armor on this thing, some Moto Morini armor, do some other tricks to it too to make it a little bit lighter. So if you wanna watch the whole series, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next one comes out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.